Israeli Palestinian conflict is a matter of two dogs, one bone. 3,000 years ago, Charlton Heston led the Jews out of Egypt, where as slaves, or free laborers, they built pyramids and other modern tourist attractions, through the Sinai Desert to the Kingdom of Israel. Here they lived side by side with other Semite cultures, such as the pagan Philistines. On arriving in Israel, the Jews built a nice, shiny new temple, which was knocked down by the Babylonians and then rebuilt, only to be leveled again by the Romans 600 years later. The first temple is where the fabled Ark of the Covenant lived, which was lost to the world until Harrison Ford later recovered it from the Nazis. After being exiled by the Romans, the Jews went a-wandering again, a theme you'll see a lot, persecuted by just about everyone. At the same time, the Middle East was conquered by the Muslims, and the area once known as Israel was renamed Palestine. Let's jump ahead to the late 19th century, because we only have 2 minutes. Anti-Semitism was escalating across Europe, so the Jews sent pilgrims to their old home in Israel, but the rest of the world was not too keen on this Zionist goal. The world needed something a little more convincing, say something like a Holocaust. So in 1948, the UN declared the Jewish state of Israel. But the new kid on the block didn't blend too well in the Arab-Muslim neighborhood. Some Arabs stayed in the now Jewish state, but most fled to the Gaza Strip and the west bank of the Jordan River, identifying themselves as Palestinians. Every 10 years or so, territorial battles erupted, and in the 6 Days War of 1967, Israel captured territories from Syria, Jordan, and Egypt, including the Gaza Strip and the West Bank. Each side has their own he said, she said details on the continuing conflict. The Jews keep building settlements on Palestinian land, while Palestinian terror groups fire rockets into Israel and deny its existence. So why not just swap lands and make everyone happy? Well, for one, the location where the 2 Jewish temples stood and where the Ark of the Covenant rested also happens to be the exact same spot where Muhammad ascended to heaven. It's called the Dome of the Rock, and it's one of the holiest shrines for Muslims. It also doesn't help that the Holy Sepulchre, where Christ was crucified and buried, is just a stone's throw away. Small world, huh?
Think you're a genius? Prove it! Click here to watch our playlist, answer the question at the end, and be entered to win a free t-shirt. Just remember, we never said it would be ours, or a new one for that matter.